look at our next point of part here. I see we got a couple donations. Bear with me on that one. I'll be right with you guys on that. Let's take a look at our underrated hero of the week. Now, this was a tough one to pick. Obviously, Leonard Williams would be kind of a no-brainer, but was he underrated? I think that he was rated. I think people look at that as one of the better, more dominant defensive performances from a defensive player in recent memory, and was at very much the forefront of why we won this game, is him able to kind of wreck that Cardinals D offense at times almost single-handedly. So I went down through a little bit of the list and thinking about this, and Devin Witherspoon forcing the interception, just like we saw how Julian Love had that interception, almost quasi-interception forced by the pressure of Leonard Williams and Draymond Jones. So he's another guy, as I said, might be that number 2 guy I'd put in that spot of that as that guy who was the underrated guy. But I keep coming back to the guy I got to pick. The guy that just is the one that stood out to me in this game is going to be Ernest Jones. Ernest Jones continues on a weekly basis, in my opinion, from where I was watching the tape and where I was seeing this team at, and how they were playing from the middle linebacker position, and to where you see him now and what he's getting done, and the things that he does well being the things that we're so missing from the prior. And let's go through a couple of run game snaps of this to sort of show it. Instinctually stepping to the right spot, squeezing the gap there, ready to make a play, getting off the block quick and easily. Nothing fancy with this. This is not making a sensational play in space. This is a short run game. This is a short gain on the play from Conner at 9 yards on the day. But he just gets to the right spot quickly. That's part of what gets him off this block. Guy that's slow to that block here is going to get stuck on that right there, that block right there. But 13s are already to the place. He's already just right to where the running back is. He fills the right lane, and you see this with him on tape again and again and again and again, where he gets the spot, then he makes the tackle and finishes it up. And this was the thing that had been missing for weeks on tape with our inside linebackers. Again, on it the whole way. It's like he's got a magnet, and the other guy's got a magnet at the running back position, and he's just magnetized, moving right there with him the whole way of wherever he's going. Look at 87 here on this play on 13. That's, I believe, Tip Ryman. That's a good blocking tight end out of college, out of Illinois. And he just slides right around it. The effortless way he also gets off blocks, right back into the play. And again, the whole way locked into what's going on with the running back every step. Never has to take his eyes off the back to get around the block. Just slides right around it. I see this over and over again with him on tape. Over and over and over again with him on tape. Another run play here. Look at the instincts. Look at the mother effing instincts here. Boom, boom, squeeze it. Squeeze it. Where's that hole? Does he make the play here? No, he doesn't make the play here. But look at how everything just gets condensed real fast, real quick here. The backside makes this happen, but this is the kind of play that excites me, and we're just always watching him on film, stepping in the right direction, knowing right where this is going to go. There's no threat here of the read option because he knows he's got his outside help there with Roy Robertson Harris taking Kyler. So he can crash this down. He feels confident enough to do this. He feels confident to take on a block of a Paris Johnson, get off it, and get back into the run play. He's the backside force defender here, meaning that if this ball bounces back, he has to be responsible for it backside. But he has the confidence to always press down on the front side hole because he knows he can get back to confidently on the backside if it does go that way. Cool stuff. Here we go again. Right off the block. Right off the block with ease here. Target on 13 there. 73 can barely get his hands on him. You see guys lunge at him a lot of times. He's just got some good sideways bounce. And he just twists off these blocks. He doesn't get held up at all for but half a second, right? There's no push, just bang. It's a blinking of the eye, and he's off of it. In on making the tackle. In on helping to make the tackle. Tyrese with a good play as well in space here on this one, but we were getting stuck on these kind of blocks early on in the year. This is why the defense is playing better. This is why you stopped the run in this game and has been more improved with it. These kind of blocks are having no chance right now. He is defeating them over and over again. How about in coverage? The whole thing with him was that guys maybe not that good in coverage. That There's some struggles there with him in coverage. And this is the play I just showed, of course, a second ago with Julian Love in center field, almost making an interception, and Leonard Williams beasting up. All right, this is the play I was just showing you guys. But you know who creates this, the start of the play? Ernest Jones. Go take a look at Kyler Murray's head. Look at Murray's head. Where's it twisted? To the left. Ernest Jones on this play, before all this happens of Leonard Williams destroying with pressure, Draymond Jones chasing down on the backside to force the hand of the throw quicker than Kyler would like to do, or Kyler has really no chance to go run for anything because Boye Mafe is cleaning that up. And then Julian Love finally makes the play, but a total team effort on this play, because when you start at the top here, watch what happens with Ernest Jones. Bang, bang, bang. Look at Kyler. He wants to go left. That's right where he wanted to attack in coverage. And since that first read got taken away, Leonard Williams takes away any opportunity to go to a second read, and we are into a game overville on this particular play. But it's that drop. You can see it with the helmet turn from Kyler Murray where he's looking. Look at the shoulders. Turn that way. He wants to throw there. You've taken it away from him, though. He has good initial instincts in coverage where he's not a great pure cover linebacker. He has the good instincts like he does in the run game where he will be moving to the appropriate spot in coverage he needs to be to take away a route. It's about being quick and fast, but it's also about knowing where to be in the right spot. Similar play here where he picks up Harrison, if I can say his name right, in coverage. I do think, again, here Kyler wanted to go to Harrison. This is, I think, a flood zone concept where they're hoping that 87 can pull Ernest Jones away, and then Harrison comes backside. Kyler gets flushed on the play because, hey, more pressure. But I think he wants to go, when I watch this over and over again, to Harrison. He's anticipating 87's going to pull Jones. It doesn't. Jones doesn't take the bait because he has Knight there. He sits on squats on the route on Harrison, and by the time the pressure's there, there's no other options to go to on the play. But understanding what they're trying to do to you conceptually, taking away the thing that they want to do, and that's just what he does here. So actually some moments of not bad in coverage. Helps to blow up and snuff out this screen. He just jumps all over this play from the rip. Jones in the middle there. Look at this. He's just reading it the whole way. Not surprised in the least. Now the running back falls down, so who knows what happens at that point. But again, he's off the block. That whole get off a block quick thing, again, shows up here where you might have initial contact on him, 72, where it's like, bink, and then you're off. And then he's just, you're not pushing me down the field. I'm then off the block. Again, the guy falls down, but he's in the right place. Instincts on coverage is actually really good and shows up quite a bit. And then here's the crown jewel moment of this past Sunday's action here, where Kyler, needing a touchdown to the Cardinals here to keep this potentially within a field goal, instead have to end up taking the field goal because of this play. Kyler, again, pressure by Leonard Williams for the umpteenth time in this game. And then this is much harder to do out in space than it looks. You first are dropping, if you watch Leonard Williams on this play, to center right, backpedaling. Look at that, center right. You can see as he's leaving the screen there, he's disappearing to the right side and then rally all the way back up on a Kyler Murray 4-3 type quarterback. And then get him down in space. That's a hell of a play in space by Jones, but he's just this kind of guy. This is a guy that when he gets close to the ball carrier is going to be tackled and taken to the ground time and time again. It's very rare that you see him missing tackles, but this was a game-changing play. You want about an underrated hero moment. This is it right here. They take the field goal. It's not the game over at that point, but you just made it so much harder for them versus if he's able to scramble that in and get that touchdown, and what that sets as far as the stage there for the Cardinals through the rest of that game. So Ernest Jones, great game, great play. Awesome job on your part. Give the man a contract extension tomorrow, John. I wouldn't mind. He certainly seems to have filled in to the role perfectly here on this defense that is required of him. Him and Tyrese Knight. That's a hell of a combination between these two and what they're pulling off.